This is the story of Billy the Kid in a fridge. Southeast of Jamaica Plain, close to a military convoy, you hear a voice calling out to you from the side of the road.
Is someone there? I can hear you. Get me out of this thing.
Is someone in there?
Let me out.
Who are you?
My name is Billy. Please. I've been trapped in here for so long.
How did you end up in there?
I hid in here to get away from the bombs. But there isn't a handle on the inside, and it's really dark in here.
The bombs were over 200 years ago. You're that old?
I don't know how long I've been in here. A long time, though. A really long time. Please, I don't want to die in here.
You might be lying.
I'm not, I swear. I got inside to be safe. Now I can't get out. If I try something, you can shoot me.
No way. You're lying.
You son of a bitch. You can't do this. Don't leave me here.
Let me think about it.
You're just gonna leave me in here? Don't go. Come back.
You still there?
Let me out.
I'm just looking for the mayonnaise. Maybe you could grab it for me. Second shelf, right next to the pudding.
That's not funny. That's not funny at all. What kind of horrible person would say that to a kid stuck in a refrigerator? Besides, I ate the pudding a long time ago.
Let me open the door for you.
Yes, it's been so long. The door is stuck. You're gonna have to shoot it off. My legs are so stiff.
Now you have two options here. The first is that you can convince him that life is now hopeless, he'll never find his parents, and to leave him here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, you're out. See you later, kid.
Hey, you can't just leave me here. Can't you find some place for me to live?
You look like something that was left in the fridge too long.
Oh, yeah? Well, never mind. Can you help me get back home?
I hate to tell you this, but your parents are probably dead.
Get used to disappointment, kid. It's the way the world works.
Dead? You really think so?
Yes, I do. They've been gone for hundreds of years now.
Then I'm all alone. Who's going to take care of me? You?
You'll have to figure out your own life.
Yeah, kid. Welcome to the real world.
Guess I'll just sit here until some monster comes and eats me. Thanks for nothing.
The second, of course, is to agree to take him under your wing and help him find his parents.
So, what's the story with you and that fridge?
It happened so long ago, back before everything got wrecked. When I heard the sirens, I tried to find someplace safe. When everything started to shake and fall apart, I just crawled inside. When it got quiet again, I tried to get out, but there isn't a handle on the inside. I just want to go home. Can you help me? Please?
Were your parents good to you?
Yeah, my dad was the best. My mom always took care of me.
Where did you live?
Quincy, but I don't know how to get there. Everything's so different. It's all blown up. I just want to find out what happened to my mom and dad.
You can travel with me. See the world. Or what's left of it.
So you think I should give up trying to find my parents?
It's either that or go live by yourself. Your choice.
That's a scary idea. I want to look for my mom and dad. At least we can find out what happened to them.
Then let's go find your home.
Great. Now we have to watch this little brat.
As you leave the fridge while walking down the road trying to find his parents' house, a gunner named Bullet approaches you.
Cute kid. Is he for sale?
No. What kind of person are you?
The kind who does whatever it takes to survive out here.
Look, I don't want any trouble.
Just trying to make a living. So you want to sell that kid or not?
Never. Billy stays with me.
Suit yourself. If you change your mind, bring him to my camp.
Thanks, mister. You're all right.
If you tell him that you're not interested and to buzz off, he wanders off to his camp. His camp is actually quite a ways away. If you follow him to his camp, he sits down in a nearby chair where you can interact with him again.
Hey.
Changed your mind, huh? I'm still willing to buy that kid from you.
For the right price, yeah.
Please, don't sell me to this guy.
What's a ghoul child worth?
Hey, you can't sell me.
Plenty. I'll give you 200 caps. Ghouls are immune to radiation, don't age, and don't need to eat. You can work them real hard.
You can negotiate up to 500 caps for the child.
Only 200 caps? You can do better.
You're sharper than you look. $250, and I'll save you the hassle of carting him all over the Commonwealth.
That price is an insult.
All right. 300, and not a cap more.
Give me a break. I know what he's really worth.
Damn, you drive a hard bargain. Here's 350. I'm taking the kid.
Sold. Kid, I found you a new home.
Come on, kid. I got some holes that need digging.
You sold me! You asshole! You son of a bitch! I'll get you for this!
If you sell the kid into slavery to Bullet, Bullet immediately puts him to work. Bullet stands against the side of a building reading a newspaper,
Thanks for the freak. I'm gonna work him real hard.
while poor Billy digs through a pile of garbage.
Hey, Billy.
Asshole!
Alternatively, you can simply kill Bullet.
Don't let them hurt me!
Look, wiping the floor with ya.
Even if you decide to sell Billy to Bullet, you can kill Bullet and resume the quest to help Billy find his family.
You sold me? Then you rescue me? Why?
I did it to trick Bullet into giving me the money.
Maybe you could have told me that. I thought you really sold me.
You're gonna show me where you lived, so I can loot it.
You want to steal my baseball cards or something? We weren't rich. You aren't gonna find anything to steal there.
This will net you more caps in the end, but Billy still thinks that you're a jerk.
Billy,
Asshole!
I felt bad for selling you. I had to make it right.
You should feel bad. That was a rotten thing to do. At least you came back for me. Thanks.
Now, this quest, I think, was designed to be rather humorous, and it is funny listening to this sad voice call out from a fridge, but it raises some lore issues that are puzzling. The first is that Billy is the only child ghoul that we find in any of the Fallout games as far as I can tell. I was always under the impression that children were just too frail to survive long-term exposure to radiation, even if their genes predisposed them to turning into ghouls. The second is that he survived locked in that fridge for over 200 years without food or presumably water. If the fridge was airtight, then that means that he survived without air as well. This means that ghouls do not need air, water, or food to survive, which is really bizarre because ghouls are still humans even though they do have a genetic predisposition to surviving radiation damage. Now, I suppose we could think that the fridge was not airtight and that Billy was able to breathe. It's also possible that when it rained, water may have found a way to trickle inside the fridge, collecting in a tray somewhere where Billy was able to drink it. But what is absolutely certain is that Billy ran out of food a long time ago. He even says that he finished off the last of the pudding. Bullet himself confirms that ghouls do not need food to survive. We learn a lot more about ghouls in this instance. We learn that becoming a ghoul halts aging. This reminds me of Interview with a Vampire, where the child gets bit by a vampire and ceases to age. Apparently the same thing happens with ghouls. This is something to bear in mind if you ever encounter a certain child synth. Synths don't age either, which means if you were to find a child synth, that synth would not age. Some have argued that the fact that the child could never become an adult is reason enough to end that child's life. And here we find a ghoul child that could never age. Does the same logic apply? Does this mean that the child should die since he will never become an adult? Another thing to note is that unlike all other ghouls in the game, Billy's voice still sounds like a child's voice. Adult male and female ghouls have dark, raspy voices, apparently damaged by inhaling radiation. Perhaps this can be explained by Billy being stuck in the fridge for so long. He may have been exposed to radiation, but maybe he didn't inhale any radioactive dust or clouds that would damage his voice. I know, I'm really stretching here trying to find a way to have this encounter make sense in the world. At any rate, we finally find Billy Peabody's house near the Quincy ruins. His parents are thrilled to find him.
Mom? Dad? Are you in there?
Billy! Billy!
Son? Is that really you?
It's me. It's really me.
Oh my God! We thought you were dead.
What happened to you? You're all burned up like me.
We're ghouls, Billy. The radiation changed us. Looks like it did the same thing to you.
Don't worry about it, Billy. Your dad and I don't care what you look like. We still love you.
I love you too, Mom. I missed you guys. It's been so long.
The happy reunion is interrupted by a shout from outside. It is none other than Bullet, the very same gunner who tried to buy the child from you.
You there, in the house. I want those ghouls, especially that kid. You can give him up peaceful-like, or die trying to save him.
Why does he want me?
Oh my god, they want Billy!
They won't take us, Carol. At least not alive. Billy, get upstairs.
At this point, Bullet is no longer interested in negotiating, and he will not sell the child.
How about I sell them to you?
I don't think so, stranger. Why should I buy what I can take?
Leaving you with 3 options. The first is that you allow Bullet into the house with his gunners to take over the ghoul and his family.
You can have them. Why should I risk my life?
All right, boys. Let's collect our new workers. Stranger, you can just move along.
You coward. I hope the rats burn your eyes out.
Not much happens after this. They enter the house, force the adults to their knees, and occupy it forever.
Smart move not going up against us.
The second option is to pass a difficult speech check convincing Bullet that nobody is in the house.
The house is empty. Looks like they left in a hurry.
God damn it! All right, boys, we're heading south. Double time!
Shh, everybody be quiet.
This causes Bullet and his gunners to turn tail and flee. If you follow them, they just wander through the swamp. They don't go anywhere interesting. The third and final option, of course, is to refuse to allow Bullet to take over the ghouls and to defend them.
Over my dead body. These people are under my protection.
I'll wear your eyeballs around my neck!
Alternatively, you can avoid this firefight by killing Bullet after you first encounter him. Either way, the father of the house, Matt Peabody, rewards you.
Thank you for bringing us back our little boy and saving us from that man.
Thank Billy. He insisted we try to find you.
The bombs didn't kill us. Almost, but not quite.
So, how did you end up as ghouls?
We didn't make it to the shelter in time.
The door was shutting as the bombs fell. We both must have taken a lot of radiation.
I guess we were some of the lucky ones. Most folks die instead of becoming ghouls. Must be something in both our genes.
So that's why you guys look like me.
Yeah, Billy. That's why. Although it's really more why you look like us.
He's a good kid.
We wandered for a while, but eventually came back here. We've been living here ever since. Not really anywhere else to go.
Let me thank you. Take this.
And that's about it. Despite everything you went through to help this child, he still complains about his predicament.
Can't go outside and play. All my friends are dead. It's almost like being back in that fridge.
But at the same time, he's thankful.
I never thought I would see my mom and dad again. Thanks.
Companions are programmed to react to this encounter. Kate's reactions are interesting. She does not like taking the child with you, but she also despises it when you sell the child into slavery. This is possibly due to her own history, but we'll be getting into all of that in an upcoming video all about Kate. Now, I love Fallout 4, you know this, and I love the lore of Fallout 4. This particular encounter to me does not ring true. Not only does it have a number of lore issues, but honestly I've found the writing to be a little lazy and uninteresting. I would have preferred this encounter to be much more rich and in-depth. If we are going to have a child ghoul locked in a refrigerator for 200 years, I want to see some more realistic psychological damage done to this child. He hops out of the fridge, apparently none the worse for wear except for becoming a ghoul, despite the fact that he has not seen sunlight or talked with another human being for 200 years. I would have liked it if maybe he became a more long-term traveling companion. It would be great to show him this new world that he's entering for the first time, and it would have been nice for Bethesda to create interesting dialogue options with him and things that he could say when visiting Diamond City for the first time, or Good Neighbor. After returning the child to his family, it would have been great if you could tell the father and mother about the Minutemen, for example. to see if they would like to join the Minutemen so that you could turn the Peabody House into a settlement and set up wonderful defenses against the nearby gunners at Quincy. There was a wealth of potential with this encounter that I do think is a missed opportunity on Bethesda's part, but even as it is, the encounter certainly adds new lore to the Fallout universe and raises some interesting questions. I'd love to learn what you have to say about this encounter. Did you like it? Did you think that it fit into the world? Or did you find it more distracting than anything else? Can you name some instances in Fallout lore that this event contradicts? Or did you think that it was funny and you're just glad to be able to bring Bill Peabody back to his loving family? Let me know in the comments section below. I read all of your comments and I use them as inspiration for my future videos. If you'd like to chat about this topic with other like-minded individuals on my Oxhorn Discord community server, be sure to click on the invitation link in the description of this video. And if you like what I do and you'd like to support me in a more personal way, consider becoming one of my patrons on Patreon. Patreon subscribers gain access to a private channel on my Discord server, as well as a bunch of other cool Oxhorn perks. But more than anything, I'm just so glad you guys are here watching this video today. Thanks for watching from the bottom of my heart, and I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning with a brand new video.